Hey everybody, welcome back to 2015, half of the school year. Hey, this week we're going to start out on Monday. We have a staff meeting. The whole agenda for that is just getting some feedback from you on a couple of different things, and I'll talk about that in just a few minutes. On Wednesday, we start in with STAR testing. We do that on Wednesday and Thursday with 5th and 6th graders. I'll send that whole schedule out again tomorrow on Monday morning when we get back to school. 7th and 8th grade is next week. The staff meeting, let me just mention this real quick. We're talking about kind of EE and all the structures that have kind of had to get put in place for all of that to happen. Now that we've got kind of a half a year under our belts with all of these processes, we've got PLCs in place and so on. What I'm really looking for is kind of what's our priority list? What are the things that you need to make sure that you've got the time to do what you need? Realistically speaking, of course, there's never enough time for us to get things done that we want to get done. But anyway, I'll talk about that at the staff meeting, so please come with your ideas and be ready to have some conversations with colleagues and get that out into the whole group and get that conversation started. All right, and speaking of EE, Bill, Dana, and I are doing a lot of pre-observation, observations, and post-observations over the month of January and February. So it's going to be pretty busy for us getting in and out of those specific classrooms for those that we're evaluating this year. So we also will be, throughout the whole year, we've been working on mini observations, which everybody needs to have 3 to 5 of those in the 3-year cycle. We've done a bunch mostly with the folks that we're observing this year, but we will be branching out and getting some other people done. It's a pretty painless process, but just so you know, those are some of the things that we'll be working on for educator effectiveness. And again, this will all tie into the conversation at the staff meeting on Monday. All right, and you might hear some big thumping. I've got a couple elephants of children running around upstairs. I think they decided to jump right above me here. Hey, budget. For those of you that have been around for a long time, you know about the whole budget timeline that generally starts at the beginning of February. I'm going to be sending that out to you this week with all the updated dates. I was able to meet with Gail Curra over the break and get all of that stuff ironed out. So I'm going to send that out to you with some of the reminders and expectations for the end of the budget cycle for the building. There's still plenty of time to take care of things, but we want to get that out there so that doesn't get lost in all the other busyness that happens in the second semester. So I will send an email to all staff this week that just outlines what that budget cycle looks like. For those of you that are new, you can ask your PLC team or certainly talk to me and I can walk you through that. It's pretty simple at this point. Gail will share information with you soon specific to your budget, and we'll go through the process of making sure that we're taken care of financially. All right, in other budget news, PTO does have some wish list money available. We've done that the last couple of years. I'm going to send out on Monday, I will send out a survey for you to do what we've done in the past, exact same thing. What is the item that you're looking for? How much does it cost? And how is this going to benefit your classroom, your instruction, or student learning? And PTO has some money. They did not make quite as much this year on the magazine sale, but what they're asking for, just like before, is what do we want? And then I work with Bill and Dana to kind of go through that list and try to prioritize things. And then we take that to PTO, which meets, I believe, the second week of January. So that'll be our timeline for this as well. So expect that. If you've got some items on your mind that you'd like to get, PTO hopefully will be able to cover some of that for you. All right, a couple real quick updates for you. We do have an art position that's open. As you know, Lauren Durkee-Jones will be resigning here at the end of the semester. We've got applicants for that. We'll start inviting them in at the beginning of this week, probably on Tuesday, and we plan on interviewing next Tuesday. And we've got a team put together here, looking for even a couple of more people, which I'll get taken care of this week once we're all back in the building. But we will be moving forward with that hire. Another update for you is the whole school within a school. Dan and the crew got all of that furniture out of the corner office down there on the other side of Mr. Moberly's room in the 7th grade hallway. We've moved the storage and so on and so forth. Equipment, furniture, all those different things that we need to get that program up and running. That stuff is on order and should be coming in. And Jen Brandel and I met with 8th grade before break and talked about students that are a priority as an 8th grade, and so we're culling that down. So this week that we get back is really kind of that week that we're getting everything ready to go and getting ready for launch. So I'm pretty excited about that. All right, last but not least, thank you everybody for the thoughts and prayers with my dad going through his heart stuff. Things are looking up. He is home. He's been walking around the block, which is a really big deal. He's doing pretty well. Unfortunately, my sister, who lives 5 minutes from my parents by Fort Collins, is going to be out of town with her family the week of the 12th. So I'm going to go out there the week of the 12th and get my mom and dad around, get them to their appointments, and just help get some things done around the house that my dad hasn't been able to do. And so anyway, I took some time off for that week. So I will not be in the building the 12th through the 16th. I'm heading out there to help out with what I can do. Bill and Dana will certainly be in the building and ready to help. Ann Higgins will also be on call. So thanks again, everybody. I'll see you in the hallways on Monday.